Yesterday it seemed the world was about to end, didn't it? As though it wouldn't last half a year. Yesterday disaster waited around the bend. Well, my friend, spring is here, back in business, and ain't it grand? Let the good times roll. Yesterday things were out of hand, now they're under control. Bye bye blue, so long adversity, happiness, hello, hello, hello. Keep the status quo, permanently so. Back again like a boomerang, same old stand, same old game. Back in business with a bang, let the good times roll.
Okay, I'm gonna wait a couple days to put this one out. Maybe I'll put up another video in between because I feel like I gotta balance it out. But we gotta talk about Justin King again, man. This dude, he ignored. Let me put this up. Hold on.
Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we're going to talk about Secretary Austin's trip to India and his agenda and what it was about for the Secretary of Defense to be a recently retired general. And the second was that he had ties to a company called Raytheon that does a whole lot of business with the Department of Defense. The Indian government is on track to purchase the S-400 air defense system. It is of Russian design. He was there to convince them to not purchase that and instead purchase one of a U.S. design. The most likely candidates are the THAAD and the PAC-3, the Patriot. It is incredibly common for militaries that are geopolitically aligned to standardize their equipment. Given the United States' current posture of retooling to face off geopolitically against China, it is like super important that India is on our team. We want them on the same page. We want them using our equipment. We want everybody compatible there. And that sounds good. People have an image of the defense industry that basically says it's all corrupt and it's all about money. That image is entirely earned. That is a well-earned image. Yes, tons. The easiest one that I can point to is the fact that I could put you in a room with the standard infantry rifle from the Canadian military, the British, the French, the Belgian, the German, Austrian, US, Australia. Everybody who is geopolitically aligned, one bullet will chamber in all of those rifles. We learned it during World War II. You had a bunch of different militaries cooperating, a lot of them using different types of equipment, and it wasn't always compatible. So we standardized. To take it completely out of the capitalist world, the Soviet Union and Warsaw Pact did the exact same thing. It really is that important. This is probably not corruption. In this scenario, having everybody using the same air defense systems is a good idea. One, we have extra projectiles. Two, if something happened and U.S. forces had to help India, they would already know how the equipment works. So, it's not corrupt, more than likely.
Alright, I'm sorry for that. I cut it down as much as I could, but holy crap! This guy is... the thing is, the point of his video was to just say, well, actually, him being, connected to Raytheon, it may not be corrupt, but, the thing that really pisses me off, though, is kind of like actually, U.S. hegemony and working with India, even though BJP is okay, I guess, in his eyes. This is disgusting. I'm just going to tell you, this is fucking disgusting. I know he's going to keep doing this, but this is what I'm going to title the video, The Age of Nuance. Like I say, there was the meme of the current year through Trudeau. I'm calling it right now. This current, nonsense that we're going through right now, I'm going to call it the Age of Nuance, because this is fucking crazy, alright? Imagine just saying, just admitting that actually U.S. hegemony is okay, to force everybody to use, 762, and now we're going to make everybody use 556. We're going to make these other countries do that, because we have this U.S. hegemonic power. But apparently that's okay, because if we had to go to India, what the hell are you talking about? Why would we ever want to go to India? This is literally just defense of, of U.S. power, He's not even going to say anything about the BJP or anything like that, but it's like, it's okay. He's covering up for one thing, and I don't even give a shit about that. I don't even care for him covering up for this Austin guy working for Raytheon. I don't give a shit, because it's like, yeah, oh my gosh, he's corrupt. That doesn't piss me off. It's the hegemonic power is okay. This guy will, like I say, Justin King, aka Beau the Fifth Column, is a shill. I'm just going to tell you that right now. He will call himself an anarchist, he will call himself an anti-authoritarian all day, but he will post bullshit like this. This is the age of nuance, isn't it? This is the age of nuance where we're so afraid of China. This is literally on the edge of like neocon type shit, where it's like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, We're going to defend India, even though they do, a lot of fascist-like things and promote, Hindu nationalism and all that type of thing. Or Hindutva, more specifically. But we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to say we need to defend against China because reasons. We're not going to work with them because Xinjiang bad. But Uyghurs in jail. Feel as you want to. I'm not going to sit here and debate that shit. I'm not going to bother. But the point is that the U.S. looks hypocritical as fuck. But this guy just says, we still need to support, these countries that align with us. The fuck are you talking about? Germany? He mentioned Germany in there. I'm like, really? It's like Germany gets plenty of support from the CPC. They have, they've had plenty of economic deals with them, I mean, we see that China is also, I was just reading an article from this Colombia report. I take it with a grain of salt, but it's like China is giving support to Colombia to help fight FARC, as far as I know. So it's just like, this is the type of shit that you deal with. I mean, these are the people that claim to be leftists in the U.S. These are the people. Golly, this is the level of discourse that we have. We're just like, people, like I said, this goes to show the hypocrisy of it, that we're going to go all in on Trump, and we're going to say he's evil, we're going to say he's an orange Mussolini, and all that sort of thing. He said that. I can't remember which video, it was a while back. But now, it's like, well, this guy could be, he could be getting money and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, companies like Raytheon are bad, but, American hegemony is okay. I hate to beat a dead horse, but I think it deserves to be, because holy shit. People are actually falling for this shit. People are fucking falling for this shit and saying, well, actually, that's a good thing. American hegemony and NATO is okay, actually. Ignoring the fact that, a lot of European nations are slowly kind of getting back on their feet and saying, no, get the hell out of our country, U.S. And it's probably not going to happen within my lifetime, but I think that we are definitely seeing, this move. And I think that, like I say, if the Alaska summit and what the Secretary of Defense, I believe, Austin, who was in India, and then he went to Afghanistan, which he failed to leave that out. He noticed that he left that out. That Secretary Austin also went to Afghanistan after leaving New Delhi to kind of, I guess, make preparations for us to leave. And we see Anthony Blinken, just get his ass handed to him by the Chinese, could not make any headway one way or the other, and point out some real things that, yeah, take a look at Black Lives Matter, take a look at these protests. Your country is in fucking shambles. But it's like, it's just posturing. That's how he sees it. It's just posturing. This is obviously bullshit, I've said it before. It's like, you see him always looking around and whatnot because he has a fucking script by him. And he's very, like I say, I will give him this, is Justin King is very good at reading his little script and, getting his, the emotions just right. He's a very good actor. He's an extremely good actor of how he can stare into the camera and mean mug you and all this sort of thing. He's very, like I say, I've said that before. But seeing him defend, it's like, well, actually, we need Patriot missiles in India because we need to fight China. And these countries align with us. Oh, really? So Hindutva aligns with us. Oh, yeah, by the way, don't tell him probably, and he probably knows this, but he's just so full of shit he doesn't want to mention it, is that, of course, Tulsi Gabbard being Hindu and a supporter of Hindutva, of Hindu nationalism, would probably support this as well. But of course, and of course everybody hates Tulsi Gabbard for her anti-transgender stuff, but it's like, you're not going to criticize her for that. Honestly, I know that I'm just repeating myself at this point, and I know he's not going to stop with this, but oh my goodness, it's amazing to me that his audience does not call him out on this bullshit and say, actually, no, it's not good to have, to force countries and to strong arm them to get shit missiles, because that's really what it comes down to too, is the Russians produce better missiles. Okay, the S-300, the S-400, as far as I know, they're better missiles than the Patriot missile that he talked about there. It's just so ridiculous. Like I say, I've gone on far too long to talk about this fool, but it's just like, this is the level that we are at. This is the age of nuance. This is the age of nuance that we are in. And we are seeing this defense of a country that would be considered fascist, that people are calling fascist. But he says, well, it makes it easier for U.S. troops, so it's okay? I get it. Like I say, I'm just gonna say that this guy is a shill. This guy is a shill that will, he'll also say stuff like, well, yeah, actually, supporting gender rights in Pakistan and all that sort of thing. That's actually a good thing. I'm just like, you're supposed to be an anarchist, right? This guy has claimed to be an anarchist, and yet he just, you know what? I'm done. I can't. I'm going to try to take a break from him, but holy shit, this is the guy that we're dealing with. This is what we're in now. Anyway, hope y'all enjoy that. See you later. Goodbye.